Hello, everyone, and welcome to Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers are hosting the Cincinnati Bengals in this AFC wildcard game 2. Both teams from the Central Division. The Steelers, divisional champions, and the Bengals are the lowest ranked wildcard team. And as you can see from the score, the Steelers lead 17-10 at the start of the fourth quarter. The scoring summary in this game in the first period, with 12 minutes remaining, 5-yard pass from Bobby Brister to Eric Green gave the Steelers a 7-0 lead. In the second period, with 6 minutes remaining, 38-yard field goal from Gary Anderson made it 10-0 to the Steelers. With 2:15 remaining, Jim Breach converted a 42-yard field goal to make the halftime score 3-10. Then in the third period, with 13 minutes, a 66-yard pass from Boomer Esiason to Harold Green tied the scores at 10. But just a minute 30 later, at 11:30 remaining, Bobby Brister did exactly the same thing, a 66-yard pass to Derek Hill to give them a 10-17 lead. But the big news is that Jim Breach has missed 2 of 3 field goals, missed a 40 and a 49-yard field goal, which would have kept this score to a 1-point lead. So we enter this fourth period, Pittsburgh leading by 7, and the winners will go on to the divisional playoffs, which we will be able to confirm at the end of this game, and the losers will go home and sit on the beach. So we're ready to start the fourth period, and it's 1st and 10 to Pittsburgh at their own 46. So Bobby Brister will start with a short pass against a safe defense. Brister takes the snap, drops back, and is looking for Mike Malarkey. It is a B completion. So he'll complete for 6 yards and step out of bounds, but the clock will obviously run because we're not within the last 5 minutes of the quarter. So 2nd and 4 at the Bengals 48. Outside run against a blitz. Brister under center calls the signals, takes the snap, drops back, and hands the ball off to Merrill Hogue. Is D a 0 run? He is. And so Hogue gains 14 yards and a first down. So it's 1st and 10 to the Steelers at the Bengals 34-yard line. Outside run against a safe defense. Brister takes the snap again, hands it off to Hogue. Is the quarterback a 2 run? He is not. So they chase the quarterback down and manage to get to him, and there'll be a 1-yard loss. So 2nd down. And 11 from the 35-yard line. Screen pass against a safe. Brister dropping back. Again looking for Merrill Hogue. It's going to be an unusual result. Gets a 12-yard gain, but there is a fumble. Is F rated 0 on a pass? He is, because we're inside the We're inside the Cincinnati half of the field. So he is, and so Hogue will recover the ball, and it'll be a first down to Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of the Bengals. Long pass against the blitz. Brister drops back, looks to complete to Eric Green. His F2 pass, well, we already know it's not a 2 pass. So the blitz, the quarterback beats the blitz, finds an alternative receiver, and that alternative receiver will be Merrill Hogue. And he will make 21 yards down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 2 for the Steelers. Screen pass against a safe. Brister takes a snap, looks for Lewis Lips, and it's going to be complete, but they're not going to get any yards, so no gain on that play. 2nd and 2. 2nd and goal from the 2. Outside run against a pass defense. Brister takes the snap, hands the ball off to Tim Worley. Is TB a 0 run? He is not. So he gains the 2 yards and a touchdown. So 2-yard run for Tim Worley gets them a touchdown. Extra point by Gary Anderson is good. And so with 12:15 remaining in this game, the Steelers, who have beaten the Bengals twice already this year, lead by 14 points. So we're going to get a kickoff. Gary Anderson kicks off. It's going to be an unusual result. There we go. No, it's not. Not on a kickoff. That's wrong. On a kickoff, 55. Bounces 5 yards. Bounces out of bounds, 5-yard penalty. So we're going to kick from the 30-yard line. There's no option to take it at the 14, 1990. So he's a C kicker on a 44. He's going to get a 59-yard kick down to the 11. This is going to be returned by Stanford Jennings. We're going to get an unusual result on this return. 24. It's going to be a 25-yard return, but there is a penalty on the return. And it's going to be a flagrant face mask. So he's going to go 20. Five yards and then come back 15. So they're going to end up 1st and 10 at their own 21. So Jennings gets a 25-yard kickoff return. There's a 15-yard penalty to add on to that. And we're down to 12 minutes. And because we are trailing by 14, we're going to use box A for the Bengals. So it's going to be an outside run against a safe defense. Boomer brings out his troops, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Icky Woods. Is G a 0 run? He is not. So Icky Woods gets a 1-yard loss, and there could be an injury on this play. Let's see what the injury is. It is an injury to Ken Moyer, the guard. And Ken Moyer is out for the rest of this game, or at least the rest of this quarter, unless there's overtime. That's the end of his game. So I'll just cover him up so I don't forget. And it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Screen pass against a blitz. Esiason calls the signals under the center, takes the snap, looking for Stanford Jennings, 45. Is EA a 2 pass? He is. So Jennings goes to the XS column. And he'll go to the go column. So he's going to get 22 yards. First carry of the game. It's going to be a 1st down. And they'll get out to their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10. At their own 42. Screen pass against a blitz again. So Esiason once again, and of course that needs to move because it was a number 20. Esiason takes the snaps, looking for Jim Riggs. Is EA a 2 pass? Well, we already know he is. So he's going to go to the XS column. Jim Riggs, 63. Is his X greater than 3? It is. So again, we're going to go to the go column. Gets past the linebackers. This time he's going to get 62 yards, and it's going to be a touchdown, 58-yard touchdown pass to Jim Riggs. And in a heartbeat, the Bengals are back in the game. Jim Breach with the extra points, 64 on a double, on a A. Better check that one. It's going to be an unusual result. Okay, an unusual result on a place kick. They're going to fumble the ball. And therefore, the extra point is missed. And so it still remains a 2-score game. And Jim Breach has had a really, really bad game, bad kicking game today. So they're still 2 scores behind. They trail by 8, and they're going to kick off. Jim Breach is going to kick off. And it's going to be a 53-yard kickoff down to the 12-yard line, returned by Ron Woodson. And he'll return it 16 yards, back out to their own 28-yard line, 11 minutes remaining, and leading now by 8 points. Remember, there's no 2-point conversion in 1990, so it is a 2-score game. So 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line, medium pass against a safe. They're playing the normal cards at the moment. Brister takes the snap, looks for Lewis Lips, 21, is going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Outside run against a blitz. Brister takes the snap, hands the ball off to Tim Worley. And he is a B on an outside run, so he'll lose a yard. So we move to 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11 for Pittsburgh at their own 32-yard line. So medium pass against a pass defense. Brister takes the snap, looking for Mike Malarkey. and he's going to get a completion of 12 yards and out of bounds, so we'll get a first down. Clock continues to run. We're down to 9 minutes 45, leading by 8. So they'll start using box D. So outside run against a run. Brister takes a snap, hands the ball off to Merrill Hogue. EA a 2 run. He is not. So he's stacked up for a loss of 2 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Prior to the snap, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, first down. So no time off the clock. And 1st and 15 from their own 34-yard line. And it's going to be a short pass against a blitz. Brister takes the snap, drops back 7 steps, looks for Merrill Hogue. Is EC a 0 pass? He is not. So gets a quick throw out to Hogue for 9 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down. So a big hold penalty against the Steelers pushes them right back to their own 24-yard line, and it's going to be first down and 25. I'm going to go medium pass against a run. Brister takes a snap, drops back, looks for Eric Green. SB a 0 pass. He is. And so he's incomplete. Second down and 10. Second down and 25. Going to run it inside run against a run defense. Brister takes a snap, drops back, looks for Merrill Hogue, hands it off to Hogue. 62 is D, a 2 run. He is not. He's rated 0, so we will go to the XR column. 33 is EC a 0 run. He's not. So it gets 9 yards. It's not going to be enough, but it will move them to 3rd down and 16 at their own 33. 3rd and 16. Screen pass against a pass defense. Brister drops back, looks for Derek Hill. GA or CE a 0 pass. GA isn't. CE isn't. So it's going to be incomplete, bringing up the 4th down with 8:30 remaining. And Dan Straczynski comes out to punt the ball away. Remember, 2-score game at the moment. So Straczynski takes a snap, hurried kick, and he's going to get 36 yards. Down to the 31-yard line of the Bengals. It's going to be returned by Michael Price. Michael Price will return it 6 yards, but there is a penalty on the play, on the return. Let's just put that dice there and move that 6 yards. See what the penalty is. 52. Illegal block during the return on the return team. 10-yard penalty. Cincinnati, first down. So they got the 6-yard return negated by a 10-yard penalty, but they're still in control of the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 27. We've had a scoreboard malfunction. Hopefully it's going to come back. There's 8:15 remaining, and if that's okay, I'll be able to leave it there, but I'm going to get my phone back up first. So there's a timeout on the field. And now we've had the light failure as well. Getting everything here at the Three Rivers Stadium. So currently we have a score of 16-24. So I think we're going to have to go without the scoreboard for a moment. Just keep it on paper until the scoreboard comes back. If it does, 16-24, exciting turns of events at Three River Stadium with the power outage and the scoreboard has gone and we've managed to get the lights back on. Whatever next. So we can go to the old trusted see if we can do this. This could be good. The old way of doing it. Until the electrics all come back on and everybody's happy. So there we have the score, 16-24. Not easy to see, but at least we got some scoring. So I've got the scoreboard back. You just can't see it, so we can take these off. Let's see if I can actually stretch this out to actually come up on to the screen. No, it won't allow it. So just for the moment, I'll keep you informed. It's 16-24. Let's put a banner up. That'll do it for us. So the officials are happy that we can continue the game. And so Esiason comes out after that short break. Unhappy Bengals fans that their team has been on the sidelines waiting for this power outage to be sorted, but that's the way it goes outside, and we're playing 8 points behind. So we're box A still, screen pass against a blitz. Esiason calms his players down and let's get started. Takes the snap. Looking for Eddie Brown. Is TA a 2 pass? He is. So Brown goes to the excess column. Is the quarterback a 0 pass? He's not. So he'll get 13 yards. And a first down as we come below 8 minutes now. So 22 of 30 completed today for Esiason. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. 2 scores required. It's going to be an outside run against a safe defense. Esiason under center, calling the signals, takes the snap, drops back, hands off to James Brooks, who is a double A on her outside. So Brooks gets a good seam and 9 yards to bring up 2nd down and 1. 2nd and 1 from the 49 of the Bengals. Medium pass against a run defense. Esiason takes the snap, drops back, looks to find Rodney Holman. Unusual result. It's a bad snap, and Holman loses a yard, so they don't even get the pass off. Bringing up 3rd and 2, 6:45 remaining. 3rd and 2. Outside run against a blitzing defense. Esiason drops back, takes the snap, looks for Brooks, double A on a 14. Going to get another 9 yards and bring up a 1st down for the Bengals. 1st and 10 at the Steelers' 43-yard line. Inside run against a run. Esiason takes the snap, drops back, hands the ball off to Harold Green. GA or EB, a 2 run. No. And no. So it's stacked up for a loss of a yard, but there is a flag on the play. Offsides prior to the snap on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down. So lined up in the neutral zone. Whistle blows. The play dead. And it's going to be 1st and 15. Screen pass against a blitz. Esiason drops back. Looks for Rodney Holman again. He's a quarterback, a 2-pass. No, he's not. So gets a gain of 3 yards and steps out of bounds. Second down and 12, and we move into the next area. So trailing by 8, we're going to use box B. Second and 13. Screen pass against a safe defense. Esiason drops back. Looks for Icky Woods, 32. Is EC a 0 pass? He's not. So Woods goes to the excess column. Is A 2 pass? He is. So Woods gets 5 yards and then is brought to his knees. Bringing up 3rd down and 8 from the 41 of the Steelers. 3rd and 8. So short pass against a pass defense. They need to complete this one. Esiason drops back, looks for Jim Riggs. And it's going to be incomplete. 5 minutes remaining. And they're going to really have to go for this. 4th and 8. Long against a pass defense. Esiason drops back. Looks for Tim McGee. Is H a 0 pass? He is not. Oh, and is going to be dragged down for a sack, a 13-yard sack. That's his third sack of the game. And they will turn the ball over also in their own half of the field at the Bengals 47-yard line. So Pittsburgh take over, 1st and 10, inside run against a blitz. Brister steps back, hands the ball off to Tim Worley. Is Jay a 2-run? He isn't. So Worley goes to the XR column. 36. Is F a 2-run? He isn't. So gets 9 yards, keeps the clock running. 2nd down and 1 to Pittsburgh. Inside run against a run. Brister takes the snap, hands the ball off to Merrill Hogue. GB or EC a 0-run? No and no. So again, Merrill Hogue goes to the XR column this time. IJ or K a 2-run? No. Gets 7 yards and a 1st down to the 31-yard line of the Bengals. This is not looking good. A score here would, a touchdown certainly would virtually end this, make it a 3-score if they get the extra point. Inside run against a run. Brister keeping it on the ground, letting the clock run out. It's going to hand the ball off to Barry Foster. Is K a 2-run? No, he's not. Is he a 0-run? He is. So again, he's going to go to the XR column. E or F a 2-run? No and no. So he's going to gain 8 yards and keep this clock running down to just over 3 minutes remaining now. 2nd down and 2 to the Steelers at the Bengals 23-yard line. Inside run against a blitz. The Bengals defense have been very, very inadequate in this game. 64. He's going to take the snap and look to hand the ball off to Merrill Hogue, but it's going to be an unusual result. It's going to get 5 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Tripping on the defense. That penalty is declined. 1st down. So 3 minutes left in the game. Pittsburgh 1st and 10 at the Bengals 18-yard line. Outside run against a run. And Brister will drop back, hand the ball off to Warren Williams. Is TA a 0-run? He is not. So he gets through for 7 yards and steps out of bounds. 2:45 left. The coach is not too happy about him going out of bounds and stopping the clock, but still, 2nd and 3. I don't think they've got a lot to worry about. Inside run against a safe defense. Brister drops back, looks for Barry Foster again. 51. Is C a 2-run? He is not. He is, because we're within 2 scores. So he is a 2-run. And so he's knocked out for down for no gain. 2:15 remaining. 3rd down and 3. Screen pass against a run defense. The 1st down here is going to finish the game. Brister drops back, looks for Richard Bell. Is EA a 0 pass? He is not. And Richard Bell goes to the XS column. TA or TB a 0 pass? No and no. So he gets enough for an 11-yard touchdown pass, and that brings the score up to 30-16. Extra point is good. So we'll just update the banner so we know what the score is. In fact, maybe this will not run out now because I've got a bit of power in it. 31-16. And so the Steelers are going to kick off. Gary Anderson kicks off. Going to get 57 yards down to the 13-yard line of the Bengals. Going to be returned by Stanford Jennings. Unusual result on the return. He's going to get 16 yards. He's then going to fumble. And it's going to be returned. It's going to be collected by the kicking team. So Stanford Jennings gets a 16-yard return. Fumbles. And then we're going to go to the long return on the kickoff. And they're going to return it for a touchdown. Extra point is good. And Pittsburgh, if it wasn't beyond doubt before that kickoff, it now is touchdown return to give them a 16-38 lead. And so we're going to kick off again. Gary Anderson kicks off. 25. You're going to get 64 yards down to the 1-yard line. Stanford Jennings is going to return it again. Let's hope he keeps hold of it this time. And he's going to go for a long return. So can he do something spectacular? Oh, he's broken through and he's got a 99-yard touchdown. So Stanford Jennings fumbles and gives the ball away for a touchdown to Pittsburgh, and then replies with a 99-yard kickoff return, and the extra point is good. So we've still got a 2-score game. We've got 1 minute and 40 remaining, and they have to go for an onside kick. Jim Breach with the onside kick. Goes 14 yards, and the kicking team will will recover the ball. There'll be no return, so there's no time off the clock. 1st and 10 to Pittsburgh at the 49 of the Bengals. Inside run against a run defense. So we're going to drop back, hand the ball off to Merrill Hogue, who is a B. Merrill Hogue will get 1 yard, and Cincinnati will call a timeout. 2nd and 9. Outside run against a blitz. Brister takes the snap, drops back, hands the ball off to Warren Williams. E or K, a 0 run. No. And yes. And there's a penalty on the play. Encroachment. Prior to the snap, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay, second down. So move them up to 2nd and 4. Inside run against a safe defense. Brister drops back, hands the ball off to Merrill Hogue. Is Jay a 0 run? He is not. But pick up 2 yards. And another timeout from the Bengals. 1 minute 20 remaining in this game. Trail by 2 scores. They're going to need... Trail by 3 scores. Going to need 3 touchdowns. Outside run. Again, we need 2 yards. It's an outside run against a blitz. Brister takes the snap, hands the ball off to Tim Worley, 61. It's F, a 0 run. He's not. And there's no gain as we come to 4th down. Bengals take their last time out. So 41 yards, going to get a coffin corner punt here from Dan Straczynski. So the bounces to a stop at the 11-yard line. No return, so the clock has not started. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. And we have 1st and 10 to the Bengals at their own 11-yard line, long against a pass defense. No timeouts left for the Bengals. Esiason drops back, looks for Tim McGee, 23. B or E, a 2 pass. No and no. So play's broken up, it's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, 1st down. So 1 minute remaining. And it's going to be 1st and 16 at their own 5-yard line. Long pass against a pass. Esiason takes the snap, looks for Tim McGee. Is C a 0 pass? He is not. Is he rated 1? He certainly is not. So this could be intercepted. And it's going to be 30 yards down the field. It's going to be intercepted at the 35-yard line. The first interception thrown by Esiason all game. And the interception is going to be by Dwayne Woodruff. And the interception return. It's going to go ahead for 4 yards, but there is a review. Ooh. The field official has ruled that the turnover had occurred, interception or fumble. But the replay officials are checking this. After further review, we have a reversal The pass is incomplete. Put 50 seconds on the game clock. Replay, and it's going to be second down. So second down and a long way for the Bengals from their own 5-yard line. Long pass against a pass defense. Esiason drops back, looks for Rodney Holman. Is C a zero pass? He's not. And again, it could be intercepted. This time it's going to be 34 yards down the field. So at the 39-yard line of the Bengals, this time it's going to be Larry Griffin who intercepts. Unusual result on the interception. It's going to be a 16-yard return to the 23-yard line of the Bengals, and there is an injury on the play. Let's go and check the injury. It's going to be 40 seconds remaining in this game. Going to be Rodney Holman. And he's out for the rest of this game, but there's not a lot they can do about it. So Brister comes out with his troops onto the field, and he's going to take the snap and take a knee, and that will end the game. So the AFC wildcard games are now completed, and Pittsburgh beat the Cincinnati Bengals by 38 points to 23. And what that means is that the Pittsburgh Steelers will go to the Buffalo Bills in the divisionals, and the Miami Dolphins will go to Kansas City. The next game that is coming up is the NFC wildcard game between the New Orleans Saints, who will visit the San Francisco 49ers. So I hope you've enjoyed this game, and I hope you'll come back and watch the second NFC game. Until then, good night.